I'm David Carnoy, Executive Editor for CNET.com, and we're here to take a look at the Sony Dualshock 3 wireless controller for the PS3. When Sony first put out the PS3, a lot of people were complaining that the wireless controller that came with the system didn't have any rumble in it. Problem was, Sony was in a patent dispute with the folks that made the technology behind the vibration feature, but now they've patched things up, and Sony's come out with the Dualshock 3, which has the vibration. Now, not a lot has changed between this model and the original 6-axis controller that came with the system previously. As you can see, they look a lot alike and they really are identical. If there's one big difference, it's that the Dualshock 3 weighs 2 ounces more than the 6-axis. And for some gamers, that's good news because they didn't like that this older model was a featherweight. It really is a little bit too light in your hand for some people's tastes. Concerned about rumble support for some of the old games out there, Sony is providing software patches for certain games, and obviously a lot of games forward will have the rumble support in them. There isn't a whole lot to complain about here. However, the one issue that still crops up when it comes to the PS3 controller is that the rechargeable battery is built into the controller, so if it ever goes dead, you do have to buy a new controller, or of course you can simply use it as a wired controller. Also, this model doesn't ship with a USB cord to charge it. We thought Sony was a little cheap not to include the cable, especially since it's already charging a few extra bucks to have the added rumble feature. I'm David Carnoy, and that's the Sony Dualshock 3 for the PlayStation 3.